try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just hold an obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they see me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5. No mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way. What I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they see me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
Hey, welcome everyone. Hey, Mrs. Cassandra, how are you tonight? How are you tonight?
I'm good.
What do you think of that shiny new intro?
I love it. I was just sitting here dancing.
I know. I love NEFFEX.
I love it.
And they get me going, and that intro.
They got some really good
cool.
lyrics. Like
they have great lyrics, and the music is awesome. The people in the chat are awesome. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the return of Am I the Asshole? All of you favorite assholes there in the chat. My favorite asshole right here next to me on panel, Mrs. Cassandra.
I'm just getting, ready for, mayhem with tomorrow night. So you see, I'm just getting ready ahead of time. So
yeah, well, you can get ready ahead of time. I'm not so sure we're going to have a mayhem tomorrow night, but we'll see how it plays out. Well, it's not that we don't want to, but we want to keep everybody waiting for the best mayhem ever. But we have panel issues. People have in real life stuff. And, I always say in real life first, right? Everybody's got to take care of their selves, their life, everything that's going on first. So, things happen. We'll see. There could always be a surprise mayhem. You never know, And so we'll see how that goes. But for tonight, we have Am I the Asshole? And I am so excited to get started. What about you, Mrs. Cassandra?
I'm really excited. Been waiting for these to come back.
I know. So why don't we just get started and start reading some of this along? And Mrs. Cassandra has headphones on, so if you hear the kids in the back watching anything, they can't hear us, so don't worry about it. You might hear a little bleeding through, but it's just fine. Kids are going to be kids, right? We're going to be...
I'll mute while you read, though.
They're gonna do, and they're having fun, and I can apply that. Here's our brand new voting stream, all done up in the AIT colors from our new intro. Let's get to the first one. It's going to be a work-related one. What do you think about that? I'm going to read this one out to you, Mrs. Cassandra. Okay. All right, ready, chat? Get ready to listen up. You're going to have to vote on these assholes. So here we go. Am I the asshole for refusing to be on time to work until my boss talks to me about it? I work in fast food. I've had this job for 6 years, and I've always struggled to be on time. A few months in, I was made a manager. There always needs to be a manager in the building, but at that location, it made no difference if I was late. There were always multiple managers there. And then I was transferred to my current location. It's smaller and has a lot less managers. If I was late, someone would be waiting for me to show up so they could leave. After about a week, I sat down with my manager, Eliza, and we made a deal. My schedule was changed so that all of my shifts started an hour earlier. So I had 9-hour shifts instead of 8. And there was a guaranteed 1-hour overlap between me and the person before me. And it worked wonderfully. Even being regularly late, I still had the smoothest transitions because of that overlap, and nobody was inconvenienced. The manager before me would also sometimes be able to leave early, which everyone, in particular Eliza, who was salaried, enjoyed. Eliza even tried to convince the others working my shift to do that as well, but they refused. So it's still an 8-hour shift with only me working 9 hours. 2 months ago, Eliza got transferred. We got a new manager, John. I don't know how the transition goes, but I assumed that even if he was made aware of it, he would not be willing to continue my deal from before. I've had a second job now for 3 months and easily worked through my lateness issues there. Tardiness isn't punished there, but makes the job much more difficult. The work starts on time, whether you're there or not. And I felt like I could do fine with that at my main job as well, as long as we could go back to the 8-hour shifts. But when we got our first schedule made by John, I was still given a longer shift with an hour earlier start time. I honestly prefer it this way, mostly because it allows me to stress a lot less about when I get there. John seems to like it that way too. He regularly leaves early on my days, so I see no need to bring it up with him. But I'm being told by the other managers, and even some crew, that John complains constantly to them about my lateness. Am I the asshole for not being on time until my manager addresses it with me? So basically they're saying that they're going to just continue to be late and just carry on and not say, even though they know that they're complaining about it, until they're talked to. I don't see a problem with that, actually. Nobody said anything to them yet, right?
No.
Right.
John didn't come directly to him, but I'm just gonna have to say they're both the assholes.
Yeah,
because
it's a little bit.
A job you have to be on time. You have to
You
be on
should.
time for. At least you should be. Like, I understand his or her other job is working with them, but not all jobs are like that. Like, mine is on a point system. If I'm late, it's half a point. And if I get up to 12 points, I start getting written up. So if that's also with call-offs. Call-offs are a point. Late or getting off early is half a point. So there is consequences.
Right. No, there should be. Hey, Jujubee, what up, asshole? It didn't hold it. You're good. No, that's funny. And hello, everybody else. Actually, yes, Kristen, you could choose the fence on this one if you'd like. Grace Case says John is the asshole because that's shitty management. John says the boss is being unprofessional by talking to others instead of the employee, but the employee knows he should be on time. I agree. I think they're both assholes, absolutely. And I agree 100% with Mrs. Cassandra, because here, you're supposed to be on time. You're kind of making it difficult for everybody else, Shay says she's always early, so she couldn't tolerate a late person. They would drive you crazy, I'm sure, because it sounds like she just is chronically late. The fact that they made another schedule for this person because they were chronically late is beyond me. I don't know. I don't think I could do that as a manager. Always Creative says it is just courteous to all the coworkers to be on time and good work ethic. I agree.
Exactly.
I agree. Yep, I totally agree. And hello, Jingo. Hey, hello, Jingo J. Both are the assholes. You know what? I can't argue with you there. I just can't argue. Hey, Advent. Hello. How are you? And if I've missed anybody saying hello, sorry, I'm not typing right now because of the loudness of my mic and the keyboards. You know, it can be rude. But hey, Wanda. Hey, a couple of others that came in after. Hey, Christola. Grace. Honestly, in a setting like that, being late really does tax everybody else. Yes, it's, you know, I'm saying yes, because now they're all talking about it, right? Like, that's what really bothers me. She's saying that they're talking about it. The people are talking about it, and the other managers are talking about it. And so that's like pretty much a problem all around. It's becoming an issue with everyone. John said most jobs I know of wouldn't be so tolerant of the original poster's chronic lateness. This is true. This is true. Hey, Jenny, thank you for coming. Grace says, if I'm late, which like Shay says, I never am, it doesn't matter because nobody has to do my job. There you go. I don't know. And yes, Kristen, I am sitting on my hands, at least one of them, and the other one's on the mouse. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I've got it right under my knee, right there. I just got here, but being a line cook, I hate when people are late, especially when it leads to me being on the line alone, getting my shit pushed in. Exactly. They're making it difficult for the other people involved. Yes. So I don't know. I think we're going to just vote on this one. Hold up. Let me put it up. This is my new voting screen. I'll read it out to you guys. Is this a little dark here? Okay. So for AITA voting now, we have who is the arsehole. Number one would be the original poster. Number two would be the other party involved in the post. Number three would be all of the people involved in the post. Number four, of course, is yay porn. We couldn't get rid of that one if we tried. Number five is the Magic Mike Fund. That's what we're going to call it now. Number six is everyone is an asshole. And that would be everywhere, like everywhere. Okay. Number seven is blank for open to suggestions. And in this one, we don't need it because we've got, you know, the manager and we've got the original poster. So we don't need another line. Number eight is always, Chris is always the asshole. Number eight, my mate. Number nine is no, just no, no, no. Number 11 is Bear needs a laser. Number 42, Jay, is a coffee hating asshole. You all know he is. You can vote 42, whatever you like. And number 69, you know the channel rules, people. They don't change. Don't put 69 in the chat unless you leave a phone number because it's just rude. And we don't play like that around here. Don't be a tease. Okay? So, everybody, if you would just mind to vote right now, I think I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say all involved.
All yes, yeah.
I'm just gonna put. I don't know Chris, but I'll just do number 8 for you. And
you
then of course,
know Chris. Oh, you got to
like I don't.
Chris.
I don't know him. Know him. Like I see him in chats, but I don't know him enough to say if he really is one. So, well, but I have to go with 42 as well because.
Oh yeah, and you know what? 42's got other things about him too. You know, he hates pineapple pizza. He's like really working.
Oh my goodness!
Not that I want to turn people against him or anything, because you know.
Oh my goodness!
He is a co-creator and a friend. Yes, I do. It does. It belongs in my life. I don't know about pizza, but there he is. Hello, True Cereal. Did you miss your number? No, we just voted for you.
No, good. People are in the chat saying it. Yep.
They are. There we go. Yep, you're up there. Your number's there. Of course you didn't miss it, but you know. But it looks like people agree with us so far about this. It looks like a lot of people are saying everybody's an asshole in this one because you need to be. Hey, Kimberly, welcome. You need to be on time if you have a job. Be respectful, not only to the job itself. I mean, and in this climate here in the United States, be grateful you have a job, you know, because things are kind of messed up here. As far as unemployment rates are really crazy again. So first of all, be grateful you have a job. Second, be considerate to everybody that you're working with, okay? Be considerate to the other employees around you. Be considerate to management. Be considerate to the company. You know, just consider it. Don't be late. It's rude. Late is rude. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. But in this case, she did have a special arrangement. So kind of management kind of is setting it up to be a problem anyway, which I don't agree with. You should never treat people differently because,
No.
I believe in like you have to, cultivate a working environment that's good for everybody. And you may need little tweaks here and there, but this was the kind of special arrangement that was really kind of over the top, in my opinion.
Oh, look, we have Mother Dragons in the chat.
Hey, Maud, how you doing? I'm so glad to see you here. Welcome. This is my first Am I the Asshole back in like since before the holidays.
Oh, we got just chat?
And yes, and chats here. Squirrel.
Oh,
I know, squirrel.
wow.
Yeah, I get it. I'm losing track here. But anyway, let's move on to the next. You ready for the next one? Let's do the next one while I have this screen on. I see how you like this one. All right, we're going to talk about stalkers. Am I the asshole for stalking a potential partner? Hi. Honestly, I'm a bit lost and confused here, but please hear me out. I love when they start it like that, don't you, Mrs. C? Because you know it's going to be, a wild one.
Yeah.
It's like, hold on. It's like, hold my beer.
Potential partner. Not no more.
Beer. It's like, hold my beer. Okay. I'm 25-year-old male. Started taking dating apps seriously a few months ago. Anyone familiar with these kind of apps will know that it's a lot harder for guys than girls. I know for a fact that several female friends of mine have hundreds of matches, whereas I, average attractiveness, was lucky to get a reply back. A lot of the time, it also seems to fall to the guy to make the first move and keep the conversation going. So when an app tells me a girl's interests, I usually try to work with them into the conversation if it lulls. A few weeks ago, there was a girl, 23 years old, who I really clicked with. Similar sense of humor, some great photos, and she seemed sweet. After talking some time, we decided to hang out and see if we worked in real life. I was kind of nervous, and because I really wanted this to go well, I looked her up on a few social media platforms. All her profiles were public, and so were her likes. I happened to find her profile on a really old site. The picture had to be from at least 10 years ago, and I was pretty happy because she liked a page about a video game that I love. She even drew some fan art. So we're hanging out, and I happened to mention the video game and how cool it is we both enjoy it. She's confused, obviously, and asked me how I know she's a fan. When I tell her I saw it online, she completely freaks out on me. She accused me of stalking her and didn't really listen when I tried to explain I'd just done some Googling. Am I the asshole for checking this girl out online before meeting up?
This one actually is a tough one for me.
It's a tough one because it's a public page,
Yes.
But like, come on. Who doesn't Google stuff here and there?
I Google my own name, but...
Yeah, right? I mean, I've done that too. I'm a weirdo. Wait a minute. I Googled my own name, But,
because around the time my husband and I got together, the internet was starting to get big. So I never did that, though. I never Googled it. So...
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't Google my ex either, but Grace said it doesn't sound like stalking. It sounds like research. True. And we are talking dating apps here. So I actually think a little bit of research might be necessary. I don't know. I'm thinking, because we're talking dating apps on here, Krabby says, no, not an asshole, but you probably should have kept that to yourself on the first date.
Yes, exactly.
I kind of agree. Advin says, okay, he won me over. He kind of did. He was kind of nice. And even though he started out all weird, it sounds like he might not be that much of an asshole.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider it stalking. But
yeah. Go on.
But yeah, maybe he could have maybe kind of got away, talked about the game or something, or got got into a conversation about that game and then go, oh yeah, like, or, you know, something like that. Games, just like say, hey, you know, are you into gaming? And then maybe then she would have brought it up herself.
And then like just not say how she knew, you know. Mother says she looked at her boyfriend's social media before they met, and you cannot be too careful these days.
Yes,
I agree,
exactly.
because it's a dating app. I'm kind of inclined that you would kind of be like not doing your due diligence if you didn't check them out all over, even just to make sure like you're meeting the same person instead of like the total somebody else, you know, like you know, just a little due diligence, you know. Advin says, I've looked up a few girls in the phone book, but that was a long ago. Okay.
You're aging yourself.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh gosh. Thank you for that. In this day and age of social media, it's common to look someone up to see if they're legit and what they're really like. He just fucked up being blatant about it. Exactly.
Yes.
And you know what? And I'm of two minds of that, John. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, you don't want to actually blurt it out, but here he is. He's so freaking honest. I'm kind of liking this dude. I really am. I hope she doesn't judge him too harshly because I'm kind of liking him. I am. Hawksoul says, not the asshole for doing it. Yes, the asshole for mentioning it. Yeah, kind of, because he kind of made her nervous, but he's being honest. And I got to give him credit for that because with me, you know, the honesty, even when he looks bad, that means something to me. That means he's honest to a fault. He's kind of like me, foot and mouth all the time, honest to a fault. Like I could kind of vibe with that on him. I would have got a little creepy thinking he was looking up my shit, but I think I would have appreciated the honesty. But you know, Bear's weird. What can I tell you? I don't know. Yeah.
Oh yes, John, I agree.
Oh, here we go. Wait, my guy friend was a secret squirrel, and he would always background check my dates. Okay, there you go. I kind of like that, a secret squirrel. That sounds cool. I don't call it stalking. I call it self-protection. There you go. Because, you know, they were talking dating apps here. So, you know, it kind of is a little different. I mean, it's a different world. It's a different world. Josh says, I do not think he is the asshole here. I feel like he did the right thing because of the pitfalls of social media. And I love his honesty with it. Right, Josh?
Yes.
I'm kind of liking him. I'm like, hey, AIT operators, send pics. You know, what apps, what dating site you on? You know, they're single. But he's way too young for me. No, that's like Cradle Robin. I can't do that. That's terrible.
Oh, you don't want to be no cougar?
No, I don't think I'm the cougar
bear.
type.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not the cougar type, you know. I like, you know, I don't know. I like what I like. I don't know. Yeah, on the first date, that poor girl must have thought she was ending up in a trunk. I can't. You know, you got a point there, Advent. You got to kind of be a little careful what you say on a first date because everybody's nervous, right? And it's social media, especially with dating apps. If you know, you're not meeting in the normal sense, like at a library or something, or, you know, at a cafe or whatever like that. You haven't just bumped into each other. You've been talking online a little bit. You've exchanged stuff, but there's that, you know, you're not that in real life connection yet. And like, you're going to go meet and you're not so sure it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same person, you know, because people online are weird sometimes. Right. And not who they are and don't know, like wouldn't know the truth if it ran over them in a semi, but you know what I mean. I mean, there are people like that, but then there are some really good people. Like a lot of the people around me are just downright good people, just plain ordinary folks, just out here trying to connect with people and have a good time, you know. But it's a iffy thing. It's like a 50-50 shot, you know, whether you end up in the trunk or not. Yeah. Because dating apps are scary anyway. Dating apps are definitely scary anyway. I mean, I can't even begin to think that I would do it.
Maybe that's something that you and Jay could do. How to survive when you get into the trunk.
You know, on the True Serial. Yeah. You hear that, Jay? A new episode. How to survive a serial killer. That's what we should do. Yeah. When you meet them on the dating apps, you know, that would be pretty funny. Oh, that would definitely be very funny. Hey, Little Red. Welcome.
Hey, Red.
Hey, Red. Okay, so let's put up the votes again for everybody. Let's vote on this one, guys. If you think the op writer, the gentleman who did the Google search, is the asshole, vote number 1. If you think the girl who thinks he's an asshole is the asshole, vote number 2. If you think they both are, of course, that's number 3. And then, of course, we go 4, yay porn, 5, magic, Mike fun, 6, everybody in the world, everywhere, like everywhere is an asshole. And then 8 for Chris, and 9, you know, and 11, and don't forget 42. Let's make them feel welcome. And 69, don't forget, if you bother, you better put a phone number. Don't be a tease. All right, so here we go. I know what I'm gonna. You know what? For me, I don't think he's an asshole. I really
He's
don't.
Not.
I'm weighing in on this one to say right now that I do not feel that guy is an asshole for looking her up. He may not have expressed it the right way, but he was damn honest. You know, and I have to appreciate that. And Kimberly, of course he's ripping. Of course he is, because you'd rather not be smelling that stuff. You know? Of course, you know.
COVID didn't save you from that with your senses.
Yeah, I guess you got your sense back, is what I was going to say. Definitely, because you know. And welcome, Kim. It's nice to see you here too. But anyway. You know what, Krabby? I tend to agree with you. I really don't think he's an asshole, because with me, that would be me. I would be honest enough to stick my foot in my mouth and say, "Oh yeah, I Googled you, dude." And, you know, be like a jerk about it. You know, so I'm thinking she's the asshole.
Oh, you went against your own rule, Claire.
Ah! Oh, and my mod is like, "Yo, Bear, where's the phone number?"
Yeah, getting called out. Getting called out by the blue.
There it is. There it is. I'm sorry. And thank you. Call my shit out, Josh. That's it. Just call me out. Thank you. What about the elephant being the asshole? He's the one with... What the hell? What? Yes, Hawk. Yes. God, I missed you. Hello. Thank you. You know what? I've missed so many of you guys. Where you know, you funny as hell. I've missed this show. I really did. Damn. Okay.
Oh no.
I vote lead with your crazy, okay, on the first base. Let's not waste each other's time. He lucked out. That broad would have been too much work. True. She had no sense of humor, did she, Juju? I'm kind of, you know what, Juju? Again, we are like, I see you, because that's what I'm thinking. Like, you know, he was just being honest. Appreciate it, you know? Where's the we go to Vegas and get jailed option? You know what? You could always fill that in for number 7, Shay. That is probably one we need and would use a lot, you know? Nope, there is no law. That's your number, Grace? No, it's my Well played, Elephant. Well played. Oh God, I'm gonna go on to the next one. Wait, one more. Oh, Samachis, welcome. Nice to see you here too. I wonder if a potential date has no online status whatsoever. It'd feel more concerning than if they had way too much. You know, good point. I think if I couldn't Google them, I don't know if I'd show up. And if I did show up, I think I'd have somebody like in the wings. Like I wouldn't go by myself. I would it would be one of those buddy system things, like, oh, I'm going for coffee with this dude, and have somebody a couple of tables over, just making sure I don't end up in the trunk. You know, but that could be me, because like I hang out with Jay and we just talk about killers like way too much, you know, and stuff like that. You know, what can I say? Okay, I'm gonna read the next one. You ready? Okay, I'm gonna.
Yep.
Whoop. Here we go. Hey, the presentation, knock on wood, is working so far today. All right. Thanks, guys. All right, you're going to love this one. This one is especially for Mrs. Cassandra. And remember, she does have headphones on, so the children cannot hear what we're talking about. So even though you hear them, they cannot hear you. Okay. Am I the asshole for leaving a lot of sex toys out when my landlord was showing my apartment? Really? Really? Okay. I just had to. All right. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment on my own. The second bedroom is for guests. And I'm planning on moving out this spring, so my landlord was showing my apartment. I haven't had much contact with the landlord since I moved in. I pay my rent and he keeps scarce, even when I have maintenance issues, which is a pain. Last week, I was doing this intense spring cleaning, and the last 2 things I wanted to do were to organize my clothes, donating unworn stuff to Goodwill, and clean out and organize my sex toy drawer. So I had piles and stacks of clothes all over my bedroom, and I was cleaning all my sex toys in my kitchen. Stuff had gotten dusty, and they're just things you want to keep like really sanitary. So I'd run everything made of silicone through the dishwasher and put it on the drying rack, and I'd hand washed anything more delicate or battery powered and left it out on the countertop to dry. It's not a small collection, to be honest. She's so honest. I got an email from my landlord that afternoon saying that he'd be showing my apartment in 2 days. So I made a mental note to remember to put everything away. But the next day I went to work and my friends with benefits invited me over for the night. So I didn't go home. Then the next day I went back to work and my friends invited me out to happy hour afterwards. So I didn't go home after work that day either. At the bar, one of my friends mentioned something about apartments. And the thing I'd forgotten for 2 days, the big silicone things all over my kitchen came rushing back. I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And everyone wanted to know what was wrong. I was like, I just left a lot of sex toys in my kitchen during an apartment showing, like a lot. And everyone started to laugh. I looked at my phone and I had an email from my landlord saying he was trying to show my apartment to a family and to please have my living space clean and family friendly. He said that one of the requirements in my lease was to keep the space clean and well kept or else to be in breach of my lease. I showed everyone the email and most of the group was dying laughing, but I still felt kind of mortified. Then this girl I'm kind of friends with started snapping at everyone that it wasn't funny, that I'd shown a family stuff that no kids should be seeing, that I had days to clean up and not leave that stuff out, and it was really trashy. We thought it was a joke. I was like, sorry, I really am mortified about this. And she was like, you should be. Am I the asshole for this forgetfulness, or was she just overreaching a bit?
She's jealous she don't have them sex toys. She's jealous she ain't getting that because
somehow I just knew you might go there. Somehow I just knew.
Yeah, I can't see why she had to snap like that. Like it was an accident.
I could see the point about the kids, but it's not like she did it on,
Well, she didn't know they're showing the family.
But I have issues here. I'm with Facty, and hello, Facty. Dusty sex toys?
Yes,
like,
I was looking at
What? How does that happen? That doesn't happen. Like that just
she has that many that they don't all get used.
Really? Yep. It's like, okay, Shay, I don't know. We're even promised pizza and we still can't get it. I don't know what that's about. That's not it. All right. It must be a large
that's about
collection.
the basement.
Oh, okay. Yes, it is true. She's not allowed to have too much company. You know why? Because she makes a mess. She makes a terrible mess if she doesn't clean up after herself. There we go.
Well, that's your guys' job. That's supposed to be.
I know, but you know how the mods are. They got other things to do and stuff. Hawk, you're right. It must be a very large collection if it got dusty. You can't just keep everything, well used. I mean, I want to see this collection, actually. I'm intrigued. Let's just say I'm intrigued. There's the problem. You don't put sex toys in the dishwasher. There's cleaning spray, and it's better for the toys anyway. I agree, Advent. Do it right, and then they wouldn't have been out, and it would have happened. She wasn't. I personally think she wasn't being very respectful to the sex toys, leaving them all hanging out and shit like that. Like they deserve.
Yeah,
better.
that's I'm more concerned about them than the family.
And Juju, I was wondering about this too. I don't believe this story. Does she carry extra clothes and a toothbrush with her? Like really? Because she went It was 2 days. She never showed up back at her homework in her house. And she's not wearing the same clothes. I mean, unless over at her friends with benefits, she has a complete change of clothes and a toothbrush. I'm sure she has a toothbrush. It's friends with benefits. She's probably there more often than not. Those are the great relationships. No strings, all that, all the fun. Maybe she does have clothes there because she did go to work the next day and then she went to the bar after work. So I'm thinking maybe she has clothes there. But then again, I'm just adding that in there. Maybe she just a skank and she's wearing the same clothes after 2 days and leaves sex toys everywhere she goes. And this girl's got a point. Like maybe, I don't know. I don't know. But at least the sex toys were clean. You got a point there, Facty. At least they were clean. This is right. So we aren't supposed to use silicone dildos instead of a rolling. My bad. Kimberly, really? Kimberly? Oh God. Oh my God. The situation is hilarious and wasn't on purpose. The friend with the stick up her ass needs to replace it with a dildo and loosen up. Yes, John. Yes, absolutely. And Krabby says she's jealous. I don't have all those sex toys. You know what? I don't have a whole kitchen full myself. And, I'm wondering what the hell she has that there was so much, forgetfulness. How do you forget the dicks in the kitchen? Exactly. You got them like how the hell did that happen? Like, how the hell do you just forget they're there? Like the whole big collection spread all over the kitchen, and you're like, whoops, there you go. What can I tell you? I don't know. The landlord wanted to play, maybe. The toy, maybe. I don't know. But I think on that, I don't know. I think her landlord was also jealous because she was having more fun than he was, apparently. I say go her. Exactly, Kirsten.
Yeah.
I don't normally I don't think she normally keeps them in there. She says she kept them in a drawer.
She was washing them. So was she washing them in the dishwasher or was she washing them in the sink? Because this is something I need to know.
Both. She says she put the silicone ones without the batteries in the dishwasher, and she was hand washing anything with a battery in the sink. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I need one with the section. All right, Kimberly. All right. All right. Don't we all? Thanks for clarifying that, Kimberly. Everybody's so happy. I swing these bad boys like they're all right, Kim. Okay, I'm gonna stop putting your comments up without reading them now. I should know better. Kristen, she is living her best life. She is. She definitely is. I don't know. Facty, that's a question. That's an everyday kind of question that, I always ask my first night, top or bottom rack. But it's not a first date kind of question. It's definitely not. Oh my God. Oh, except open beer soda bottles. I read horror stories about those creating suction and getting stuck. Oh,
what?
Oh, yes. Yes, they do. They could get stuck. I don't know. You should have known. I don't know. I know, Kimberly. I should have known better. I know. What can I say? I haven't done Am I the Asshole in a while. I'm a little rusty here. I'm a little rusty on the rules. On the fact that there are no rules. Remember, there's no rules with Am I the Asshole. It's always just about, right? Conversation, communication, compromise, and apparently what to do with your sex toys when they're in the kitchen. All right. What do you think, Mrs.? I'm going to go first on this one. I do not think she's an asshole. Is she a little forgetful? Was she having a lot of fun? Yeah, I mean, it was friends with benefits. Probably a great night. She went out the next night for a couple of drinks to recuperate. Who wants to remember their landlord? I mean, she's living her best life here.
Yeah, I don't think. I say no.
I think we could be friends. This girl's got a drawer full of toys. She obviously is living her best life. Not that you need a drawer full of toys to live your best life, but I mean, she's just, I mean, she was cleaning them. She had the right idea. I mean, she was trying to be respectful to the toys and to everybody. It's just the landlord, I'm sorry, family, but this is life. Sex toys exist. Get over yourself. It's not Texas. It's not Texas. It was her kitchen. She's allowed to have sex toys. They didn't have to go all the way in, you know. It could have kept the kids out, let the grown-ups go in there, whatever. I'm sure it rolled some eyeballs. I'm sure it was uncomfortable. But I don't think she was an asshole, because it's not like she whipped them out and tossed them at the children. It's, you know, it is not like she was trying to show them to them on purpose. They did go into her space or whatever, and she did find out about the appointment after she left the apartment, right? So, you know, these things happen, you know, they happen, right? Only if you're brave enough. Also, a small drill bit and a power drill will Oh, Hawk. Oh, wow. Like, okay, I don't even want to know, but maybe later. Maybe later. Okay. I once had my nephew walk out of my room with what he thought was a lightsaber. Again, my bad. But why was he looking in my nightstand? Exactly, Kimberly. Like, you know, you go in my nightstand, you get what you get. Like, if you don't want to know, don't look. Right? Breaking out the drill dough. Very good, Advent.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. I love you guys. Let me just say, you're making me feel really good. Bear's feeling very warm, very accepted here. This is a very my home state is Texas. I miss it. I know, Kimberly, but in Texas, you can only have 6. Remember, in Texas, that rule is out there. They did put that rule on the books. You can only have 6 sex toys. They got sex toys police. They got fines. They got invitations. I don't know how they're supposed to keep that in control, but anyway. Oh, but let us vote. I believe it's time to vote. What do you think, Mrs. Cassandra? Do you want to talk about this one before we vote?
No, I'm agreeing with you.
You're going to go agree with me. Okay. There's nothing to say, really. Here's the options again, everybody. Let's give this one a good vote, and we'll see if we can tick. 6 types, not 6 individual. I don't know. It was 6. We never clarified that, Hawk. If it's like 6 individual types, you could have only 6 of one type. All we know is you can only have 6. I never figured that part out. That might need more investigation. That might be more of a mayhem type situation to check into. Maybe you could help me with the research, Hawk. I don't know. Anyway, let's vote on this one. I really don't think she's an asshole. I think the girl making a big deal of it, not knowing what was going on and giving her a grace, I think she was a little uppity. Okay. And I'm not voting 69 again because I don't want to keep putting Jenny's phone number in the chat. Okay. Okay. If you have too many sex toys, just sell some on Craigslist. True. We could make some money.
No, I'm not taking no used ones. Sorry.
Yeah, that was a whole conversation on Mayhem that we had to do sex toy etiquette. That was interesting. I have never been asked about my sex toy collection when pulled over. Just saying. There you go. That's cool. I could see me forgetting. You know, autistic, I could too. Like, life gets busy, right? If I had something to do after work or whatever, I could see that happening. And welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You know, people start hiding drugs and vibrators because most men, when they find that in your purse, they don't look inside. This is true. Okay, there you go. And look, most people think that she is the asshole here. Really, because she's just being a little prudish, right? You know, and that's what you go. You know, number 6 is your answer then, Kimberly, because that one's everyone is an asshole everywhere. That's number 6. We have an option for you for that because a lot of us feel that way. And I'll add 8 multiple times and 42 just for good measure, right behind my big old 16. Yes, Krabby, by the way, is double the 8, always number 16. She's double the asshole that Chris is. There you go. How do they enforce having 6? Also, and why? I don't know, Jingo. I'll relook up the law again, and I'll talk about it on another show. We got to do more research. I'm gonna get together with Hawk on this one. He seems to have some more information for me. Yeah, because and last I heard it was 6, and we couldn't decide if it was 6 of one kind or 6 different kinds or whatever. We just knew it was wrong. It was wrong to try to limit your use of sex toys in any way. You know.
You cannot tell me how many I can own.
And I do believe in that instance, everybody on the panel wanted to belong to the actual group that the squad that had to go out and examine and check, for sex toys. We all wanted to be the sex toy police in Texas. We wanted that job. We thought
I would have gotten fired though, because I would have been going, okay, this is between us. I'm not writing you any tickets.
Yeah, right. Let me just try it out, and then we'll keep it between us. I hear you. You're so fresh. But I love you. I love you for it. I really do. It's kind of what I like about you. There we go. All right. Am I the asshole for muting Bob? Okay. All right. Bob talks over his classmates in one of my STEM major classes. One of my fellow professors sent me some TikToks of men talking over women in classes. This was Bob every day. Multiple professors have warned him not to do this. Bob is also a hard C student. Not great, not terrible. In every class, he tries to talk over every woman and minority. I have told him repeatedly to stop. From this week forward, Bob will be on mute for the rest of the class, and he has to use the type feature in Zoom. Now he's complaining to the head of my department. I told him Bob could drop the class and take it next year, putting him behind in his degree, or deal with the consequences of his actions for this required class. In the lecture, Bob was not offering helpful information or asking questions. He was being rude and arrogant to other classmates. I'm not giving his microphone privileges back, and he has the option to drop the class without penalty. Am I the asshole? Well, well.
First off, I really hope his name isn't Bob, because that answers all the questions there. I would say Bob is the asshole.
I would say I'm with Advent here. I'm going to say it, and I'm glad that you still have headphones on so the kids can't hear. Fuck Bob. Like, fuck Bob. Like, he's being rude. He's talking over people, I don't know. I know, Grace, that's very funny. I'm not going to put the comment on, but I agree with you because obviously you've seen some stuff, but that is some shit, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, I have to agree with that.
You're right, Icarus. I really don't want to. He's not like my type. He's an arrogant asshole, and all of that. You're right. But I meant like fuck, like in damn, dude, you should not be doing that, Yeah. Not the wrong stream. In fact, it happens wherever I go. So don't worry about it, actually. You didn't you hear the keys clicking? I know, right? I can only be in one place at once. Thank you, guys. You have great sense of humor, and I'm glad you all get the joke because, damn, that's some messed up stuff. Okay.
Yeah, the whole thing that is getting me, that is really sticking to me, is Bob is talking over women and minorities.
Yes.
So he's not talking over non-minority men.
I guess he's like letting the men have their say, and he's just being a dick to everybody else. And you know what? Here's the thing. If you're an instructor in a class, you have to keep it fair for everybody. So if Bob's being a pain in the ass, Bob needs to take the consequences. And I agree. Because I've been an instructor, and there's always that one that makes it difficult for everybody else. And you just have to, majority rules, okay? You got to think of everybody else. And they could either take the consequence and going on mute and only using type, because it's not like he still can't make his opinion and contribute. He has a way to do that. He's just not doing it. He's being a whatever, and he wants to complain about it, which he made the situation himself. And, he could just drop the class then if he doesn't want to have those. And he's not entitled to, let me just tell you this. You all can be assholes, but let's be clear. You're not entitled to be a fucking asshole. You just are, okay? And so you will take the consequences for it if someone chooses to put them on you. It's not a privilege. It's not your right. There's not the asshole right, as far as I know. Did you ever hear that one? I never heard of that one. Did you ever hear that one? No, there's no right. It's not like, the right to breathe and all that other stuff. You're not entitled to be like that, okay? So if you are, you get the consequences. So he got muted, and he's lucky that all he got was muted, actually. John says, it depends. Some people just get excited and jump in talking without thinking. First, not meaning to be rude. If he's really being selective who he's doing it to, then he's a huge asshole and he deserves it. I get it. And even if he doesn't mean it, like I do that. I will admit that I do that. My friends tell me I do this all the time, and I don't mean it. But if I was doing it in a class and they muted me for it, they have to do it for the rest of the class. I think I would just use the type and I would just put up with it and go through my class. I mean, I don't want to disrupt the class just because I have bad speaking style or I can't contain my enthusiasm or whatever, but some of these comments are great. They're back. We have combined the dildos with Bob and a couple of other choice words, and it's running rampant through the chat right now. And I'm kind of liking it, guys. I'm kind of liking your style. You're all right with me right now. Okay. I've always disliked talkovers, even when I was that quiet kid in the class. I detested it. I get it because it does make people uncomfortable. And I do it. I'm actually guilty of it a lot. And I think in an instructor, if I was in a class and there were a lot of people and it was interfering with how they absorbed the information and how the class was conducted, I think I'd have to take the L and just use chat, Yes, that's right, Sarah. Suck it up, Buttercup. Come on, Bob. Suck it up, Buttercup. I agree with that. Like, get a grip. Use your keys. Type. What's the problem here? You're not getting kicked from the class, right? And he shouldn't be allowed to be disrupted in the class at all. There is lag and stuff that makes Zoom call kind of weird, but it sounds like Bob was being a dickhead, not just interrupting. It does sound like it from what they're saying. And since it's an instructor who's writing it, I don't think they're exaggerating. Like, it probably really annoyed the hell out of them,
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I can't say they got to do something to think about their other students, because they're not benefiting from Bob interrupting.
Exactly. Learn some boundaries. Autistic he says, I'm really bad for that and I'm better off on mute. I agree. Me too. Like, I get it because I would be guilty of this myself. Teacher could make Bob raise his hand and unmute him to say something, then remute him after. They could in a Zoom call. Sometimes you can do that with but it doesn't sound like Bob would obey the rules, to tell you the truth about that. Yeah. I like this. Mocking says silly Bob. Yes, silly Bob, the fool. What a fool, Make him raise his hands like we did back in the bad old days. I know, except for I don't think he'd obey. He doesn't sound like he's a cooperator of anything. Okay. Oh gosh, let me just see. All right, we're gonna have to vote on this one, guys, because we got 5 minutes. Because you know what? You're not getting rid of me that easy tonight. No. I kind of missed it out here. So I'm going live again right after this for Johnny Depp. I'm going to jump over with Mandy on the other side and we're going to talk about all that horrible evidence that Amber has to retreat and pull back and rewrite. And it's lit. It's going to be great, Mrs. Cassandra. I hope you can come over with us for a little while. This will be fun.
Yeah, I'm going to try to make it. Don't be like Bob. Yes, John. I agree.
Yes, right. Where is it? Don't be like Bob. Oh, yep. I was ashamed of how long it took me to realize it was a hermit. Oh, I'll be laughing. Okay, about the claws. She does that joke on me all the time. I do love it. I'm sorry. Bob needs to go sit in a corner with his crayons. Okay, let's vote. Last time for the screen. Here we go. Here's our final display of our screen. Take this off so you can read it. Okay. Again, if the op writer, which is the instructor, the original poster, is the instructor, if you think they are the asshole, vote number 1. If you think Bob is the asshole, vote number 2. If you think Bob and the instructor are the assholes, vote number 3. And then we got number 4, yay porn. Number 5, for Bears Magic Mike Fun. Number 6, everyone everywhere is an asshole. Open for suggestions is number 7. You can write in whatever you like. Number 8 is Chris is always the asshole. One of my favorite mates, Chris, damn well, perfect asshole all the time. Number 9 is no, just no. Number 11 is Bear needs a laser. Who doesn't, right? Number 42, Jay is that coffee hating asshole. He can't help it. He is. He just is. And then we always have number 69. And I'm telling you, do not put 69 in the chat on this channel without a phone number, because we don't play like that, people. Do not be a tease. That's a channel rule everywhere for every stream, everywhere we go.
Unless you're the channel host.
Yes. You know what? Yes, Bob is the asshole this week. Yes, mocking. I'll leave that one up.
I'm just gonna.
I'm
gonna bite my tongue on that one.
That's right. We're not talking about it. We don't give assholes that.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can find that link for you, John. It would be nice if I promoted my own shit once in a while, right? I'm so bad at that. I promo everybody else. Seems like that's a freaking crime on YouTube these days, but whatever. There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stick with number 2 because I think Bob is
exactly.
the major.
I kind of like the way Autistic Shield voted. There's so many 2s there. I think that makes it clear that Bob is the asshole. Yes, Autistic, I'm with you. I know. I don't, I put the slide up, Advent. That's why I put the slide up, because who could remember all those numbers? You just have to come every week. We're going to be doing this at least once a week. I'm going to try to do one every week on a Tuesday or a Thursday. And you'll get used to the numbers if you keep coming. It gets easier. Mm-hmm. Oh, number 7. Who didn't hit the like button is an asshole. Icarus. I should wrench you, dude. You're very good. You're good. you hit me up in DMs if you want to wrench, dude. You got it down. You just got it down. That was cool. Number 11, Bear can use the laser on Bob. I could. I actually could. I could. But on that, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much to Mrs. Cassandra for being my first AIT of this year, coming back to have some more fun with this I love this series,
Yes, it's a fun series.
It is a fun series. And on that, I'm going to put my ass-kicking outro on that matched my ass-kicking intro for this new comeback that was created by another creator. I'm going to, that we work with. They do some great video work. And thank you, Mocking, for showing up and showing that. Let me just type some more so they know that is just like not me, because I just have to, fuck Bob, fuck the assholes, and thanks for showing up. And everybody, have a great night. I hope to see you over on my next live. If you're there, great. If you're not, replay crude. Amber is a fucking asshole too, as far as I'm concerned.
She belongs on the list.
She's going on the list. But Mrs. Cassandra, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody in the chat on that.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to put the outro on, and I'll start my next live shortly.
Bye.
Bye.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold an obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.